Hey guys, Michael Cheney here, the Internet Millionaire, teaching you how to scope for cash. If you're watching us on the replay, remember you can still click the screen and give me hearts. And if you get value from this, which I'm sure you will, then you can share this with your followers. The person who gives me the most hearts on the replay will win a copy of my book, The Customer Magnet, worth $20. Okay guys, hello. Welcome to the building. Simon Boone, we've got Rob, we've got James, there's me trying to go over wires down here. Great to see you guys. Thank you for all the hearts. Wow, this is a kick-ass start, guys. 20 bucks. Yes, it's a cheap deal. If you're the person who gives me the most hearts during the replay, you will win that book for free. So welcome along, everybody. Hey guys. Great to see you here. My name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet entrepreneur since the year 2000. I'm a millionaire online and I teach you how to scope for cash. James, the winner from last week's sharing contest was, I had a note of this, I've already direct messaged him on Twitter, it was Pamela Sharp was the lucky winner. So every week I want to share. I run a sharing competition. You need to invite your Periscope followers in and your Facebook followers and Twitter followers to be eligible for that contest. We have a cool prize every week. To do that, and remember,
it's always more fun to share with everyone.
It's always more fun to share with everyone. What you do is you click the little Peri dude here, you click the share button, invite your Periscope people in, because what I'm about to share with you and them is going to make a big difference in, hopefully, you and their lives, okay? We're going to be talking, I don't have a new stand, Trevor. I'm still using the replacement one. Yes, I've been, hey, Lynn from Scotland. I'm from Aberdeen. Great to see you here. I'm actually in Aberdeen right now. So thank you for all the hearts, guys, whoever the orange and the purple one is and the green one. I appreciate that. Yes, I broke my tripod earlier today, so I've got a new setup. So what we're talking about today is the day in the life of an internet millionaire. That's myself, okay? Now, I've got some cool pictures I want to share with you. I basically just want to give you a walkthrough of what I do on a day-to-day basis. Yes, way. You're in Peterhead. Yeah, I was checking out a few people locally over the weekend, Lynn. And I might have found you through that way. I might have followed you and you might have thought, who's this? And then you followed me back, so there you go. That was me doing a little bit of local snooping. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you some pictures of kind of lifestyle stuff, just because every time I do these kind of millionaire scopes, always people are like, yeah, but who is this guy and is he for real? So I'm going to do a little bit of that, but mainly what I want to talk about is what I do on a day-to-day basis. I know a lot of people are interested and curious about that, how I plan my day, how the day breaks down, what I'm actually doing to make money online. So let's go through that. So invite your followers in. Thank you for doing that, Shamrock on Twitter. Again, invite your Periscope followers in. They'll get value from this for sure, for shizzles. Right, let's do a backflip. Apologies for the wobbles. Let me here. Okay. So I just want to show you some stuff because, as I say, some guys are like, well, whatever, who is this guy? So this is me, Michael Cheney. This is me doing some cool stuff around the world. This is me in Vegas, surfing, whatever. You might think, okay, well, that's fair enough. Everybody can go on holiday and take some pictures. That's fine. Show me some more stuff. Okay, I will. Let me go in here. I've got folders here, public speaking. Let's just see if we can do it like this. So this is a picture of me speaking live on NBC television. So when you see on my profile that I was on NBC, this is me speaking live on NBC about one of my websites a few years ago. This is me speaking at a sold-out event. This is me getting a standing ovation at a sold-out event. Here I am. Okay, so you get the idea. I'm not going to go through a ton of that, but I am who I say I am. I know what I'm talking about. Okay, I make a lot of money online. I tour the world and tell people how I do it. Okay, so if you don't believe me, then leave now. Okay, because you're just wasting your time. Okay, cool. 1 second. What have I done here? Okay. People want to see the PayPal. Well, I did that. James, that's a funny thing you say that. I actually did an early scope, one of my early scopes. I said, watch me withdraw $30,000. I went into my PayPal account and withdrew $30,000 and people were like, yeah, but show me the money. Where's the money? Thank you, Simon. Well, like, where's the money, right? So I'm not even going to show you that. I thought about showing my bank account, but then people might actually see the web address of the bank account, see the bank account number. So I was like, whatever, it is. Just go Google me, you'll find it out. For those of you that don't know me, I know a lot of you on here are kind of long-term chainiacs, so it's all good, right? So they don't close your account. Now the most I've had in my PayPal account is just about $1 million. I had about $950,000 in my PayPal account at one time. They don't close it. Occasionally they freeze it and they ask you for certain details. Like birth certificate and business plan and all that stuff. But you always get the money. As long as you're legitimate, you'll get the money. Anyway, we're going off track, right? Let me just move this here. Yeah, they can sometimes flag it. That's right, white pigeon cells. Thank you for all the hearts, guys, the green hearts. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. Right now, I think I've got about $10,000 in there. I withdrew $30,000 earlier this week. So there's not a whole bunch in there at the moment. Anyway, we're going off track. I like to reply to your comments. So if you've got any comments or questions, you'll see it down there. Maybe we'll go into my PayPal account and I can show you. Actually, let's just do that, right? Let's have a bit of fun here. 1 second. I'm just trying to look for my stuff here. Right. If you want me to show you my PayPal account right now, then just say yes in the chat box. Do you want to see it? Trevor says yes. It says yes. Okay. Look, I just wanted to get to the content. Okay, we'll show you my PayPal account, right? Let me go ahead and... Okay, Ken, Andres, everybody. Yeah, Jeff says go for it, right? I'm not going to log in on camera. That would be just totally suicidal. Mike Tinsley doesn't care. Well, you're outvoted, I'm afraid, Mike. I'll do this real quick and then we'll get to the content. I'll take you through my day, what I do on a day-to-day basis, how I make my money online. Anyway, to get your program for the original price, had no money this past week. Yes, as a Periscope viewer, you get my program. It's over at scope4cash.com. If you want to know how to scope for cash, go to scope4cash.com. It's currently priced at $197, but if you get to the order page, put in the secret code half price. No space, half price. That will take it down at half price. Thank you. I appreciate that. The different heart colors correspond to the profile color that you've got. So your little profile is green, lilac green, Walter. So if you tap on the screen, you'll get lilac green. Thank you for inviting your followers, P.I. Mike. P.I. Mike, where have you been, dude? I haven't seen you in ages. Right, let me get in here. So we're just logging in. I'll do it back. Okay, so we're logging in. Okay, so this is me in my PayPal account, okay? As I said, I don't have a whole bunch in here right now, but I can show you some stuff that might get you excited. So this is what I've got at the minute. I've got $11,000 in here. This was just cover, busy. This is just, this will cover kind of expenses and stuff like that. And I always like to leave a little bit of money in here. But if we go to history, okay, see this me, Michael Chinese. It's not some screenshot. We're actually loading it up here. See it going live. Show me the money. Okay. What can I do here? I'm totally flying by the seat of my underpants here. Money. Here we go. Money withdrawn. This is what. Whoa. I'd be probably better trying to do this on screen. Let me see here. So we're going into money withdrawn, right? Doesn't matter what's in my account right now. It's better to have a look at what's come out. So this is the dates. I'll tell you what, let's switch these dates. So this is just 3rd of October to 2nd of November. You can see there, £19,000 came out. That's about $30,000 was taken out. But let's change the dates here. I don't want to go too long because it will freeze up. Let's just go, let's see how long this takes. Sometimes PayPal freezes up, okay? We'll see. One doesn't freeze, but it just takes an age. You can see the little whirring thing here. It's thinking about it. Okay, it's thinking about it. So as that comes back, just if you've just joined, my name is Michael Cheney. I'm an internet millionaire. I'm going to show you what I do on a day-to-day basis in a second. I'm going to walk you through an average day, show you exactly what I do, what my routine is, so hopefully that you can benefit from it. A few people saying, show me the money. So I've gone into my PayPal account here. This is what I've got in right now, and it's currently trying to load up the withdrawals. I used to work in the oil industry, Lynn. I used to work for ExxonMobil. I only did that for 2 years and I quit and set up my internet business. Right, here we go, guys. It's come back, finally. Okay, so these individual amounts are transfers. You can see here from May, transfer to my bank account, okay? So this is money that has come out of my bank, come out of PayPal into my bank account. So I took £31,000. If you work in US dollars, multiply this by about, I think it's 1.6, isn't it? £25,000 then, 16,000, 13,000, 18,000, 12,000. I'm glad I quit oil industry full stop. Any job. I do not want to work for anyone else ever again. So you can see there, whatever that is, 40. I don't know. Is it 200 grand? I can't be bothered to add it up, but it's a lot of money. Okay. Do you do your own tax return? I most certainly do not. Okay, so that's the money. Let's get into the meat here. Switch this round. Okay, and I think I had an extra little box here to raise this up. I normally have a switch. Hold on to your undercrackers. I normally have a tripod, but I actually dropped my tripod today. It's broke. I've got another one on order. Right, let's get into this. So, in terms of what I do on a day-to-day basis, right, I use a phrase, and I got this from Jack Canfield. He's a great guy, this chicken soup for the soul guy, and it's a phrase called be alert. And I probably should write this down, so bear with me 1 second, because I need to get a pen. It's out of reach. It's be alert, okay? It's like an acronym. 1 second. Okay, I am back with pen. Okay, be alert. It's important you write this down, okay, because this is what I've done. This is what I found really works to help me get a really effective day and get a lot done. And it's helped me literally make millions of dollars online. And I've grabbed a bit of paper. I've grabbed a pad that's fully used. No problem. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so I need to go through this, right? I need to write this down. I know you'll probably remember it, but I want to write it down so that you can see it and we can remember, or I can remember, where I've got to. Okay, so this is the acronym, be alert. Okay, write this down. This is what I use every single day. Yeah, you can take a screenshot right now. If you press the home button and the power button on your phone, right? If you're watching on your phone right now, it will take a screenshot and we'll see the little screenshots, camera icons floating up the screen here, okay? I'll hold it up again. Be alert. Okay, be alert. You can also tweet this out, by the way, guys. Tweet this out. You'll get an option after you take a screenshot and you say, this is what I was learning today. Okay, be alert. Okay, so a few screenshots. Great. It would be nice to have a whiteboard. I'll tell you what I've got on my whiteboard. I've got my earnings totals. Okay, so far this year, well, since whatever that is, July, is it? The start of August. I've made $175,000. So that's what I use my whiteboard for. You can see the total there, okay? So to screenshot, you press the home button and, you know, the little round button on your iPhone and the side button, the power button, or the same on your Android, right? The two main buttons that you use all the time on your phone. Press them at the same time, it'll take a screenshot. If you get the timing slightly wrong, you'll leave the broadcast, you'll have to come back in. I've learned that one the hard way. So, be alert. Yeah, there you go, you've done it. Be alert. Okay, so what does this stand for? Well, this is what I have at the bottom of every day in my calendar. I write this in, okay? You see it here? Okay? Be alert. You'll see it. This is my day planner. You'll see it written at the bottom there. Okay? Of most of them, as he skips through and there's a bunch. Wait a second. Oh, it's on the wrong side of the page, that's why. But you'll see them here, okay? Be alert, okay? Now, the idea is that each one of these things stands for something, and that in every day you need to cross them off as you do them, okay? So I'm going to go through what these are, and I'm going to tell you how I do this in my day. So the first is for blueprint. B is for blueprint. You must have a blueprint before you start your day. You must plan your day. You must know what you're doing the day before you start the day, or the week before you start the week, right? You have to know. I'm not sure what you're asking me, Ken. Hey, G. Hosting, great to see you here. You need to know what you're doing before you start your day, right? That's what the B stands for. It's for blueprint. You've got to have a blueprint. Stick to the blueprint. You'll be good. Okay, so you should always be able to cross off the B when you've done it. Okay, so I'm going to cross this off right now. We're going to imagine that we've gone through this, right? We're going through our day. the first thing you've done. If you haven't created a blueprint the night before, then make sure you create a blueprint the morning of your day. Don't do anything in your business before you've created a blueprint. Otherwise, you're just running around like a headless chicken, okay? So, oh, that's totally the wrong pen. This is actually a silver pen for writing on garbage things. Well, what the hell's that doing there? Totally random. Let's use this one instead. Okay, we've crossed it out. Okay, we've done the blueprint. Okay, we've done the blueprint. Next, we're moving on to the A. Okay, we're moving on to the A. Now, the A is the most important. These aren't in particular priority. They're not in a certain order of things. They're just in, you know, it makes a nice acronym, right? Otherwise, it'd be right. It's got to be. It's in the order because it makes sense. So A is for action. Thank you, Lords. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep the hearts coming, guys. I really appreciate the hearts. It really, really helps me get more people and help us get this message out to more people. So if you're enjoying what you're hearing, then please tap the screen. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the green ones and red ones and purples. Yes, Andreas, you are correct. Where's my correct button? There we go. You are correct, Andreas. It stands for action. You've got to take action. Now, this isn't just any old action. It doesn't mean like going on Facebook. It doesn't mean, you know, running around the block. It means action towards your goals. You must have goals in your business and in your life. You've got to have them. I've got a goals board. Many of you may have seen it. I'm just going to give you a quick flash. It's very personal, so I don't want you to have too much of a nose, but you can see it there, okay? So I've got a goals board just like everyone else. I may have made millions of dollars online, but I still have a goals board. Still have a vision board of other stuff that I want to get and other stuff that I want to achieve. It works. Make sure you do it. And when you go through a day and you take action towards those goals, something that actually helps you achieve and get closer to them rather than further away, you can cross that sucker out. Okay. Now, it could be anything. It could be a small step, could be something to do with weight loss if that's your goal, or whatever in your business is, making money or setting up something online, creating some kind of report, whatever it is. If you've done something that day that has taken action towards your goals, congratulations, you can cross off the A. Okay? B is for blueprint, A is for action. Next, L. Okay? L. Have a guess. What do you think L stands for? Okay, have a guess, guys. Use the chat box. What do you think the L stands for? Don't tell me if you know already. If you know already. What's the L stand for? Okay. Somebody was right there. Somebody was wrong. Okay. A few of you got it. Yes, the L is for listen. Okay, it's not for listen. It's my mistake. I'm reading all the comments. It's putting me off. The L is for learn. Okay, the L is for learn. You've got to take time out of your day every day to learn. Okay, not random stuff. Right? You've got to learn something that's going to help you move forward in your business. Right? So if you're online, then you want to make sure you set a little bit of time aside. Not a lot. Some time. It's all about balance. Is to get some time aside every day to learn about something that's going to help you grow your business, whether it's getting traffic if you're online, or it's how to be a better copywriter, or if you're a life coach, maybe it's learning a new skill that will help people. Yes, this would definitely count. This would definitely count, Lord, so you can cross that out. Great, exactly, yes, I like that, thank you. You can cross off your L's today, guys, okay? So you've learned. Now you might think, well, this is pretty straightforward, right? This is pretty straightforward stuff. Well, it is, right? The best things are straightforward and they are simple. Remember, and seriously, I have this every day at the bottom of my day planner. Okay, I've been using this for years. It's helped me, become, frankly, very successful online. Okay, so it's difficult when you're doing all these different things in business. When you're trying to deal with customers, you're trying to get more prospects, you're trying to juggle all these things with life and family and personal, all these different things. To actually set a bit of time aside to learn is difficult. But if you don't do it, guess what happens? You're on a downward spiral for, very, very quickly. Before you know it, you might think, oh yeah, things are going great. I'm at the top of my game here. If you don't keep learning, you won't be at the top of your game for long. You always must learn new stuff. Okay, E. What do you think the E is for? Again, if you already know it, don't guess. But if you're having a guess, then guess. What's the E for? Educate is... Good guess. Enjoy. No, good guess. Educate. Sorry, Len. I need to try and remember this up. Event, enrich. These are good guesses, but they're not right. Enterprise, nope. Explore, nope. Okay, we could be going here all night. The E, it's not even for earn, Andre, so that's a good guess. The E is for exercise, right? English tea. This is actually Rooibos South Africa tea. Hearts for the tea, by the way. Quick pause, tea break. No, the E is for exercise, right? You must get exercise every day, right? This is where it kind of catches you sideways. And you're like, wait a second, I thought we were talking about business and making millions online and you're going to teach us all this stuff. Exercise. If you don't exercise, you will basically die, right? It's a fact. You will die young if you don't get a bunch of exercise, right? You're not going to be balanced. You're not going to be healthy. You're not going to be able to serve your business, serve your family, serve your community. You need to get exercise every day. This is a daily list. Now, it doesn't mean you need to go to the gym and pound it for 50 minutes. It doesn't mean you need to run a marathon. You need to do something. You need to get out in the fresh air, do some exercise, get some walking, walk the dog or whatever it is, right? You need to do that every day. Once you've done it, you can cross it off, okay? Personally, I go cycling a lot. I cycle pretty much every day. I would say 6 days a week I cycle. I have to take a rest day because I'm pretty into the cycling, so I do actually need a day of rest from cycling, but I still walk on that day of rest. I still get something, okay? Exercise, right? So you've got a blueprint. You've planned your day. You've taken action. I've got to get out of the little room, yeah. You've got to, this is the smallest room in the house. It's incredible. I've got this entire house. I paid for it. It's mortgage free. And I can't do it with the smallest room in the house. Anyway, L is for, what's L for again? Learn, right? L, you've got to spend some time learning. E is for exercise. R, you know what's going to come. Have a guessery. Where's my little guesser come? What do you think R is for? Yes, walking the dog definitely counts. It's not read. No, it's not read. Sorry, guys. Relationships, no. Shamrock. Yes, shamrock. You are correct. The R is for relax. Okay? You have to relax. All these guys that go on and say, oh, yeah, rub your waist back. Yeah, that's probably an extra one. All these guys that say I'm hustling, I'm grinding, I'm motoring and all this, they die young. They end up in A&E. They have heart attacks. You have to take some time every day. Good one, Andres. You have to take some time every day to relax, right? You have to take that time. Otherwise, you will fall over and die, or you'll just get stressed out and you won't become as effective. You won't make as much money in your business and be as successful if you're always working on your business. You need to relax, okay? So blueprint, take action towards your goals, take some time every day to learn, exercise every day, and relax. Now, people do different things for relaxation, okay? And you might say, oh, if I go and exercise, does that count as relaxation? No, okay? And I didn't invent this, by the way, okay? Exactly, Lord, you do not want anxiety. It was, I forgot the guy's name. What the heck was the guy's name again? I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. I always forget the guy's name, even though I've stolen his stuff. Jack Canfield, okay? The relaxation has to be kind of unplugging, if you see what I mean. It has to be kind of getting just out, away from stuff. So it's not like powering at the gym. It's not, it's not spending time with family or whatever. That's separate. You need to be doing all that stuff anyway, right? Family, friends. You need to be juggling all that as well. This is kind of just chill out time, right, for you. Whatever that is. It could be listening to music, could be just meditating, could be watching TV, whatever it is. Now, it's all in equal measure, right? It's all in equal measure. You don't want to be doing too much chilling out and relaxing. Oh, yeah, Jack Canfield and Michael Cheney said I should chill out, and therefore I'm going to watch 5 hours of TV today. Watching this scope, yeah, I mean, you could argue that if you're running on the spot right now, or you're watching as you're running around, walking along your mobile, then you could argue that it's several. But I always try and make sure that I'm doing one individual activity for each of these, because otherwise you're kind of cheating the system a little bit. You could obviously go for a jog and have your iPod on your phone and be learning at the same time. Feasibly, you could do that, but it's about balance. You don't want to be trying to multitask too much. In my opinion, you're better to do one thing at a time, get it done, and then move on. Devote your attention, your full focus and attention to one thing at a time, and then you're going to get the most from that. That's my opinion anyway. Yeah, I do these every single day. Well, I've just answered that question about combining, okay? So, guys, the last one is for tea. Once I've done this, by the way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through one of my days, okay? This is kind of the outline. This is what I look at to make sure it's been a good day, and if you've crossed them off. I'll talk about that in a second. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. What's the T for? Guess, what is the T for? Don't say for drinking. Beat you to it, Trevor. What's the T? Timing. Talk. Training. No. Good guesses though, guys. Keep coming. What's the T for? Time. No. Come. I'll give you a couple more guesses. Testing. No. Teaching. No, you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it. I'm gonna say you ain't gonna get it. You get it eventually. Tactics. No. All good guesses. The T is for thinking, right? Thinking time. You've got to spend time every day thinking. You might think, well, wait a minute. We have to think in order to, in order to be alive. We've got to think. But this is particular type of thought. Okay, it's thinking strategically about your business. Where are you going? Where are things at? Kind of taking that, 10,000 foot view, looking down and kind of thinking about it. Now, again, there's different ways you can do this. You could do it in the shower. You could meditate. You could do it at your desk and just map some stuff out. What's going to happen in the next month, next 6 months, next year, 2 years, whatever. It's just taking that time out of everything, right? Not relaxing and chilling out. Not learning, not doing the business, not taking action, not exercising, but just thinking about what's going down right now. What situation are you in? What needs to happen next? What's the lay of the land? And you can do this from a business point of view, but you can do it from a life point of view as well. What I like to do every so often, I don't do this every day, of course, but I do the business kind of thought every day and kind of think about, okay, where we're going, are we in line with where we're trying to go? But other things that you can do in a general sort of life sense is you can you just kind of rate things out of 10, right? It's a kind of a good exercise and say, okay, what do I rate my friendships out of 10? My relationship with my family out of 10, the money situation, the work or business situation, the health situation that I've got, my general happiness, how would I rate that out of 10? And that gives you an overall flavour for where you're at right now and what's maybe been lacking. What you'll tend to find is that, or that's what I find anyway from my experience, is that if you're doing really well on the business and the money side of it, you're making sacrifices, and you've got to watch out for that. If you're rating, family or personal relationships as like 3 or 4 out of 10, and money and business 7 or 8 out of 10, you need to rein that in, because eventually it's going to topple the system, right? It's going to knock something over. Something's going to go pear shaped, and you don't want that, right? You want to make sure it's all balanced. Okay. So that's the Be Alert system. Now let's go on to what I actually do on a day-to-day basis. I'll give you a quick run through it, right? So just quick recap. If you've just joined, my name is Michael Cheney. I'm an internet marketer. I've been a full-time internet marketer since the year 2000. I'm sharing with you what you need to do on a daily basis. So what I do, you take it or leave it. So B is to plan a blueprint for every day. Take action towards your goals. Take some time to actually learn something that's going to help you in your business every day. Do some exercise every day, relax, a little bit of relaxation time every day, and some thinking time every day to actually think about where your business is going and make some sort of plan, okay? Be alert. Remember that. It's very, very important. So if you've got value from this so far, I'm hoping that you have, then you know what to do. Okay, thank you guys for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the heights. I'm being quite calm today. Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's that light is going to blast in me or what. I think I went a little bit mental earlier on. I'm kind of reining it in a little bit. Right, yeah, so the daily thing. So I'll just give you a kind of a walkthrough of what I do, right? My routine. I'm not saying you need to do this. I'm just, people have asked me a lot and said, what do you do on each day? How do you actually map this out? What do you do, right? So I'm just going to run through it, right? If you've got any questions at any point about any of this as I go through it, then please do ask me, because it's going to make it more interactive and you'll draw more information out of me, because I'm just going to blurt stuff out here, okay? So I'll be keeping an eye on the comments. So what I do is, first off, I get up early, right? I get up very early. I used to get up about 5 a.m. Now I get up about 6 a.m. You've got to obviously work things around, but I get up, thank you, Cindy, I appreciate it. Thank you. I get up at 6 a.m., right? My kids get up about 7 a.m., so that gives me an hour. My kids are 3 and 1. Thank you for inviting your followers, Lee. Appreciate it. So I have an hour to do work before they get up. Okay. So the first thing I do is go into my little office here, my little home office, and typically, there's two trains of thought. People say first off, you should spend that first hour working on your own stuff and just zoning out. I find it difficult to do that because I know, I know that there's always stuff to do. There's little niggly things in my inbox. There's maybe support tickets or whatever. I just like to clear the decks. That's what I like to do. So I'll spend the first hour going through all that. And then typically what I'll do is spend any time that's left within that hour doing writing. If you're doing a business, any business, I don't care what business you're in. I know I've got a lot of different people here doing lots of different businesses. No matter which business you're in, it's the words that you use in your business that will make you the money. Thank you for following me, Brett. Thank you. If you want to follow me, by the way, click the little Perry dude. You'll see a picture of me speaking live on stage. Click follow, and that will mean that you follow me. You won't miss any more of my shows, tips, and strategies about stuff. So yeah, it's the words that you use. That's what's going to get people to do business with you. That's what's going to get people to buy from you, is the words that you use. So I spend quite a lot of time in that first hour writing content, whether it's emails that are going to go out. Hey, Mamuna, great to see you here. Whether it's emails that are going to go out, whether it's promotions that are going to go out, whether it's content for these scopes, just a couple of ideas or whatever. That's what I do in that first kind of quiet hour. Then the kids get up and all hell breaks loose. The T was for thinking time, IJ. And then all pains and solution words. Yeah, we covered that a little bit earlier on the previous scope. If you didn't see that, you check the replay from the previous scope. So then the kids get up, all hell breaks loose. I help with breakfast, and I get to spend around 2 hours with my kids just in the morning there, from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Getting them ready for their play group and feeding them and just having like the family breakfast thing, right? Then I go out on my bike, and I'll be out on my bike for about an hour. By the time I've got showered and all that stuff and had food and whatever, cleaned the bike if it's a horrible day here in Scotland, then I'll come back and I'll probably be back into work about 10:30, 11 a.m. right? So by this time I've been up for 5 hours. I've only done 1 hour's work, but I've still got a lot of things accomplished, right? Remember, this is the guideline, right? So when you're looking back on the end of the day, or as you're going through the day, you cross these things off. I've done that, I've done that, I've done that. If you get to the end of the day and you don't have one of these crossed off, don't shoot yourself. Right, just circle it. Okay, don't cross it, but circle it round like that. And then at the end of the week, you can look back and say, what am I missing? What do I keep missing on this list? Am I kind of missing something really important over and over and over again? Okay, so by the time I get into kind of work for the second time, about 11 a.m., I have already done the B. Okay, I've already got a blueprint. I've already taken some action on my business, but I won't cross it off. I mean, I've only done an hour. I may have learned a bit, but probably not, and I've done the exercise. Okay, so I've got the B and the E have already been done. Okay, so then I've got my kind of hour or 2 hours over from kind of 11 a.m. to sort of 12 or 1, depending on when the kids sort of break for lunch, and that's where I get a lot of my work done. I'll then take a lot of action towards my goals, and of course I'm then going to be able to cross this off. I may even have some time to learn some stuff. Okay, then in the afternoon. The kids go back and do their activities or whatever they're doing, if they're chilling out at home, or they go out and do one of their groups or whatever. And then from about 1 p.m. through till 5 p.m. Again, it's work period. Now, not solid. I'm taking regular breaks. I'm getting up maybe once an hour, once every 90 minutes. Of course, Cindy. Yeah, of course, screenshot. That's great. Thank you, guys. Notice we've got quite a few people in here. If you've just joined, by the way, you don't know who I am. My name's Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet entrepreneur since the year 2000. I teach you how to, I've moved it here so I can't plug it, how to scopeforcash.com. So if you want to check me out, you go to scopeforcash.com. I'm walking you through my day, and we're using this blueprint, which is B alert. B is to have a blueprint for the day. A is to take action towards your goals. L is to spend some time learning. E is to get some exercise every day. R is to spend a little bit of time relaxing. And T is to spend some time thinking about your business, strategizing. So we've got into this afternoon period. And during the afternoon period, I will really get cranky. I'll maybe do an hour or 90 minutes in one shift, but I'll take regular breaks still. I'm not good, to be honest, at taking breaks as I should be. And there's a few things I might share with you later on in terms of mistakes that I've made, bad habits I'm trying to shake. But I get a lot done in the afternoons. And then a break for dinner. 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. is more family time, dinner, getting the kids ready, bath time, that kind of stuff. And then I'll come back, which is like now for my time, from about 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. or even 9 p.m., something like that. Now, at this point, okay, I've been up, I got up at 6 a.m. It's now, in the walkthrough that I'm giving you, it's now 9 p.m., let's just say. So I've been up for quite a few hours. But during this time, I've taken well, let's just go through it, right? I've got a blueprint that I followed. I've taken action on my goals in my business to get me close towards where I want to be. I should, okay, I don't always do the learning, I must admit, that's probably the one that I drop out on the most. I should have spent some time learning, or hopefully will have spent some time learning. I've definitely got some exercise, gone out on the bike first thing. At this point, I've not had any relaxation. I will have had some thinking time, okay? So at 9 p.m, what I do is I clock off, basically finish 8 p.m. or 9 p.m, just depends on what's going on. I'll shut down the computer, close this door, walk out this little office, and just go and chill out, okay? And that might be, it's normally not long. It could be like 30 minutes, could be 60 minutes. It's a little bit longer on the weekend, take a little bit longer to chill out. Don't really work on the weekend, so it's, it doesn't really apply. But it's not hours. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people, they'll have dinner, and from 6 p.m, exactly, Nikki, that's why you're here, right? A lot of people from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m, or from 6 to 7 p.m, something like that, they'll just, from then onwards, they'll just sit in front of the TV for like 2, 3, 4 hours. I mean, if that's what you want to do, then that's fine, right? Most people do that, and they'll stay up late watching TV, and therefore they'll get up late. I like to chill out. I like to watch a little bit of TV. There's not many programs that I really tune into. It's mainly kind of business-oriented things or reality-type things, just for a total escape. And then I'll sleep for 8 hours and get up again at 6 a.m. and rock and roll again. Okay. So hey PJ, great to see you here. So thank you guys for inviting all your followers. By the way, I really appreciate all the hearts coming in. So. Yeah, again, it goes back to this thing. You've got to think about what most people do, right? What do most people? If most people are not millionaires, right? So if you're going to do what most people do, you ain't going to be a millionaire. Most people go to work, they get up as late as they can, they go to their job, they don't really like it, they get some sort of escape during the lunch break, they make it through the day, they get home, they get some food, they collapse in front of the TV, they go to bed. Pretty sure you're not going to be a millionaire doing that, okay? So if you want to make more money, if you want to start your own business, what you're going to have to do is find a way to shoehorn this in, right? I've been full-time for myself for 15 years. It's not always been that way. I used to have a job and I was trying to do this at the same time. That's exactly right, Cindy, right? I was trying to do the internet marketing thing, be an entrepreneur, and hold down a 9-to-5 job. And during that time, I had to do whatever it took, right? So I would go to work. During the lunch break, I would run home, right, from the place of work in Aberdeen, ExxonMobil it's called. I ran home to my little one-bedroom apartment at the time, and from that time I would spend about 30 to 40 minutes in the lunch break trying to work on my business. I would then go back to the office, work till 5 o'clock, then come home, grab a bite to eat, and I would work from 6 p.m. in the evening through till midnight every night, Monday through Friday, and most of the day on Saturday and Sunday. I did that for about 2 years straight. Okay. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that. A lot of people break through quicker than that, and you get some luck or something goes on. You learn from something. I mean, the reason it took me 2 years. Excuse me. I'll be totally frank with you. Is I didn't learn from other people soon enough. I was trying to do it all on my own. I was trying to make I was trying to develop my own methods. Instead, I should have just found somebody that had already been there and done it and just learned from them, right? And I'm here to tell you, and this is a pitch, I'll be totally honest with you, because I need to change your life, and if you want to change your life, this is what you need to do. If you want to start, for example, making money from Periscope and turning your Periscope passion into profit, and you need to go to scopeforcash.com. Okay, it's my breakthrough program. It shows you exactly what to do, step by step. It's got some copy and deploy swipes that you can use that will make it very easy for you to get started. On that page, when you go to scopeforcash.com, you'll see the price is $197, okay? But for you, as a viewer of my scope, and this is not available anywhere else, only for you watching me right now on Periscope, enter the coupon code. When you click on the buy button, enter the coupon code on the next page. It's the phrase half price. Okay, it's one word, no space, half price. That will knock it down to $97 instead of $197. You need to do this, okay, if you want to make money from Periscope. If you don't, then obviously you can do whatever you want. Cindy, yes, it is. The sound machine is actually included. I talk about that in there. I talk about my full setup, my tripod, the lighting, the microphone that I use, the soundboard, everything. It's all in there. Okay, everything. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it, guys. I've gone through everything. Let me just do a quick recap for those that came late. We spoke about this method, okay? Having a blueprint before you get started, taking action towards your goals every day, making sure you take some time to learn, taking some time to exercise. Yeah, as Lord says, it's all there, okay? Lords is one of the people that's already invested in this program. I know there's a lot of you guys on here that have already bought it. Is for exercise, R is for relaxation, T is for thinking. So right now, I need to go and do some of this. Okay, this marks the end of my day. I will be doing more scopes tomorrow, so if you want to make sure, if you want to take part in them and be here, make sure you are following me. Click the little Peri dude here and then click follow. And if you want to make money from Periscope, you go to this URL, scope4cash.com. That's it. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for all the shares and the invites. I really, really appreciate it. We're growing massively right now, and it's down to you. I really, really appreciate that. I want to get the message out to as many people as possible. Yes, I'm selling something as well, but I'm giving a lot of value. I know it can change a lot of people's lives if they take action. So thank you to you. I really appreciate the interaction. Had a lot of fun tonight. I will see you on the next scope. Take care, guys.